What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Enjoy Your Life, the podcast. I am your host, Farrah Ray Wynn. I thought that we were not going to be able to do this as scheduled because I have been under the weather and I lost my voice completely, but God has restored me and I'm excited. I still sound a little sniffly, but that's okay because we have an amazing topic today that we're going to be talking about. I have an amazing guest here with me that's going to be talking about this topic with me. But I just want to give you kind of a brief introduction. So if you do follow me on social media, and you should, you'll know that I'm deeming August for my podcast the month of friendship. We're talking about friendship because a friend of mine, one of my best friends actually, Nikki Phillip, also known as Nikki. She passed away in 2016 on August 2nd. And so I kind of just wanted to pay a super duper ginormous tribute to her this month by talking about friendships, by talking about loss and grief, by talking about all of the things that made our friendship so amazing and helped me even with recovering from my experience of losing her. So today I have a special guest, one of my favorite people in the entire universe, my cousin, the love of my life, my boo, my girl, my BFF, my cousin Janay. She's here on the phone with me, and we're going to be talking about coping with the loss of a friend, both natural and spiritual losses. What's up, Janay?
What's up, Muffin Top?
Janay is an author. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She plays guitar. She's just popping. She got it all going on, you guys. We're like the same person. So, Janay, as you know, we're talking about coping with the loss of a friend. And I know that you have a friend that you lost not too long ago. I kind of want you to talk about that experience with losing your friend.
Yeah, so my friend's name was Eric Dobles. And it was weird because we kind of met in the back end of my senior year of high school. And I was kind of intrigued by him. He was like a different character. He was really tall, Caucasian, with a blonde Jew fro. And so I'm so intrigued by him because he walks in with a motorcycle helmet attached to his arm, and I'm like,
Ew.
Yeah, it was weird because I was really attracted to him. I was just attracted to his character, and so we got to know each other a little bit more. And he was just a nice guy, very wholesome, with a good heart, and no wonder because he was a really strong Christian. And so we kind of connected on that vibe because I was a Christian, he was a Christian, very strong in his faith. And when in our friendship that we developed, he brought me to the church, introduced me to all his friends, which were mostly guys. So it was just funny, meeting them, and of course, he kind of had some kind of attraction to me. So I guess all of his friends knew who I was, and he'd been talking me up. So it was just a cool friendship that we started to develop, and we were in a couple classes together in high school, and just began to know each other very well. There was no relationship that developed between me and my friend Eric because it was kind of a different realm that we were going through, going on different paths. And he decided to join the Marines, and I stayed back at home. And he started his life out there, and it was already his plan to join the Marines. And so he did that. He did everything that he wanted to do in his life. And he had just bought a new motorcycle, which he would talk about all the time, constantly in high school. And he actually finally got it. And he was coming on his way home from San Diego, where he was stationed. And he got in a really bad accident. And so I haven't talked to him in a while, it was a long time span. It was his birthday, and I didn't say happy birthday to him because, it was just kind of one of those things where you're just whatever, I'll tell him later.
Yeah.
And so his birthday was in September, and he passed in October, the very next month. And I had got the news from Facebook from one of our friends. He posted it, and I was just no, this has been real. As soon as I seen that, my heart dropped. Yeah. There were so many feelings and emotions that took over at one time. And so I had to call somebody to confirm them, just the guys play too much and maybe it's a joke. And so it was confirmed that one of his friends called me and was just like, you need to pray for Eric. We're hoping that he pulls through. He got a really bad motorcycle accident. So I was just like, oh my gosh. And at that point, like, because I was so stressed out because I was trying to go to this concert that very same day, that just took all my worries away. Like, I was so worried about him. And I was like, oh my gosh, well, I pray he it was kind of just like a quick prayer. And like, I just really regret that I didn't take the time to actually get down on my knees and like, really just like pull together all his friends and really pray for him, because I was so set on trying to go to this concert that I actually didn't even go to, that he passed the very next morning. And I cried. Like, I had no function in my body whatsoever. And I just had so much regret within me. And I told my mom, I was like, I have to go see him. And she was like, you can't. He's in San Diego. There's no way we're going to be able to make it in time.
Is there anything that you did that helped you get through that time of your life, or like maybe a morning ritual of praying every day, or going for walks, or spending time with your mutual friends, or something that really helped you get through all of that?
Well, the friends that he introduced me to at his church, there were so many guys. Like, there were so many guys, and they treated me like a sister. And so I think that helped me a lot, because we got to group together. We had a memorial for him at his home church, and we were just there to memorialize him. And we still do to this day. Like, I have a bear that he gave me, and we still talk about him. We always talk about him every time we get together, and it's kind of like, it's sad, but at the same time, it's a very good thing, because it brought a lot of his friends together, and gave them a chance to see that life is so short, and you got to do what you got to do in this life. Do all that you can do and just live the best life. And Eric was the type of person, no lie, and this is not just because he passed away. He had a great heart, and he was a leader. He was a leader to all those guys. He showed them the love of Christ, and showed them how to walk as a Christian man. So he left a really good legacy in the short amount of time that he lived, because he got so early. But he brought so many people together, and it's just a testament for the people that already are surrounded and grouped together and talk about him. So just talking about it makes it better, grouping together with people. It even helps with the regret, because as soon as somebody passes, you think that it's your fault.
Right.
You start, wondering, what did I do wrong? Or, you start pinning all the things that you didn't do or did do when somebody passes, because, that's the end of the road for them, and you're never going to see them again. But you just have to know within your mind and within your heart that you did the best that you can do, and that you have to move on and, live your life as well.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about spiritual losses. So the way I identify spiritual losses is that these are the ones that where we lose someone, but they're still alive. You know what I'm talking about? How would you say you learned to deal with those kinds of situations?
Spiritual losses, I can relate that to my family. To my mom and dad got divorced. It was kind of like a spiritual disconnect from everything, from everybody, from God. And it was very, very detrimental time in my life. But what I can say for that is, it's not going to just be the next day that you're going to go get over it. It's going to take time. It's a daily thing. It's a daily sacrifice of trying to suppress those feelings and try to pick up what God says in something that is going to make you whole. Like, it's a choice to be happy, and it's a choice to be sad about those types of situations, especially spiritual, because it's the most important. It's so much more important than natural living, because this is only for a short time. So it's not going to be a quick reset, a quick healing. It's going to take some time, honestly. So all I can say is really just stay close to God and push through, because He's going to sustain you if you're covered in Him.
Amen. She's getting ready to preach when she starts using words like sustain.
Shut up.
Preach, Doc. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for sharing your time and your story and your experiences. I hope that somebody was blessed today. You definitely helped me. One thing I will say is like, when you mention how when somebody dies, we automatically blame ourselves. I think that's because we just, as humans, we just try to find an explanation, or we try to find a reason for it. Like even when people leave our life, like I said, like spiritual losses, we try to say like, oh, if somebody breaks up with us or somebody don't want to be our friend, we try to say, oh, well, it's because I did this or because I didn't do enough of that, when it might not even have anything to do with you, but it's other people, or it might just be that person's season is up in your life, or God has you going in another direction. So you definitely helped me with some of the stuff you said today. So thank you so much.
Exactly.
I love you so much. Give us your Instagram name. You guys go follow her on Instagram. Stay tuned. She also sings with a band, JG and Red Letter, and she's fire. You guys need to stay tuned for all of the stuff that they have coming up. She also, like I said, she's an author, so she has a book, Ishmael's Redemption. We're gonna have to do like a whole nother interview so we can just talk about you as a person. Because she's like amazing. There's a video. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna link the video in this podcast because it touches my heart. She wrote a song called Kind Stranger, and it like melts my heart. Oh my God, it's my favorite song that was ever written in life. You have to know that. Crazy. Like, she's my inspiration for everything. But thank you. I love you so much. And what's your Instagram name?
My Instagram name is Janay Rachel. J-A as an apple, N as in never, A as an apple, Y as in William. Rachel, R-A-E-C-H-E-L-L.
Janay Rachel. You guys go follow her and keep up with her and all her stuff, and go buy her book if you haven't already. I love you guys.
Please, I would love your support.
Yes, please support her. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in as always. I'll catch you next week with our next topic. Stay tuned for all of that and more. I love you and God loves you. God bless.